Michael Jackson's final hours, 10 disturbing facts you've never heard. Michael Jackson wasn't just a global icon, he was a musical revolutionary who changed the course of entertainment history. Known as the King of Pop, his signature moves, innovative music videos, and unmistakable style left an indelible mark on pop culture. However, behind the flashing lights and the cheers of millions was a man silently drowning in pain, fear, and exhaustion. On June 25, 2009, the world was shocked to learn that Michael Jackson had died at the age of 50. Fans around the globe mourned, and tributes poured in from celebrities, politicians, and people from every corner of society. But as the grief subsided, questions arose that would challenge the official account and suggest a much darker reality. Jackson's final hours were far from peaceful. They were chaotic, shrouded in mystery, and marked by neglect. Here are 10 disturbing facts that emerged in the aftermath, facts that many have never heard, and that might forever change how you remember Michael Jackson. A dangerous drug cocktail. Jackson was regularly administered a powerful anesthetic propofol, typically used in surgeries. This was not a drug for home use. Medical experts were stunned that he was receiving this without any proper monitoring equipment or trained anesthesiologists. His nightly routine resembled that of a patient in an operating room, but with none of the safeguards. Extreme insomnia. For over 2 months, Jackson allegedly did not experience normal REM sleep. Sleep experts stated that such prolonged deprivation could lead to brain damage, organ failure, or even death. His desperation for rest drove him to risky medical interventions that ultimately proved fatal. An inexperienced doctor. Dr. Conrad Murray, the physician hired to oversee Jackson's health, had no specialized training in sleep medicine or anesthesia. Despite his limited qualifications, he was being paid $150,000 a month. This raises questions. Was he chosen for his expertise or his willingness to do whatever Jackson or his handlers demanded? Critical 911 delay. When Jackson was discovered unresponsive, there was a significant delay in contacting emergency services. Security staff seemed uncertain and disorganized. Some theories suggest this hesitation was caused by a fear of media exposure or legal repercussions. But whatever the reason, those lost minutes could have made a life or death difference. Surveillance footage missing. Security cameras were supposed to monitor every part of Jackson's home, yet hours of footage from the night of his death were reportedly unaccounted for. The lapse was never fully explained. Did someone deliberately erase it, or was this another example of incompetence? The absence of this footage continues to fuel conspiracy theories. Severe weight loss. At the time of his death, Jackson weighed just 112 pounds. For a man of his height, this was alarmingly low. Friends and associates said he rarely ate and was visibly deteriorating. The pressures of his comeback tour, This Is It, had taken a toll not just mentally, but physically. Eerie final rehearsal. The night before his death, Jackson gave what would be his last performance during a rehearsal. While he appeared functional on stage, those close to him noted that he seemed emotionally distant and utterly drained. He reportedly made a chilling comment, "They're going to kill me." Was this simply an expression of stress or a genuine fear? Alone in his final moments, Jackson died in a rented mansion, surrounded not by family, but by staff and medical personnel. His children were elsewhere in the house. Worse still, CPR was initially performed on a soft bed, a method known to be ineffective. Basic life-saving protocols were ignored, raising questions about competence and preparedness. Massive financial strain. Michael Jackson was in deep financial trouble. Estimates put his debts as high as $400 to $500 million. The This Is It tour was meant to save him from financial ruin, but friends claimed he was physically unable to handle the grueling schedule. Yet cancelling was not an option, the stakes were too high. a haunting prediction. In the months leading to his death, Jackson confided in multiple people that he feared for his life. "They're going to kill me," he said on more than one occasion. He felt targeted, whether by corporate interests, industry manipulators, or those with financial motives. His fears, sadly, went unheeded. Michael Jackson's final hours were a storm of negligence, mismanagement, and tragedy. Beyond the fame, he was a man fighting invisible battles, ones that eventually overwhelmed him. The world lost more than an entertainer that day. It lost a fragile human being who deserved better care, understanding, and protection. We remember the music, the magic, the moonwalk, but we must also remember the warning signs that were ignored and the system that failed him. Which of these facts shocked you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories that uncover the truth behind the headlines.